when you apologize, parang it is a combination of words plus deeds and actions.
Oh.
Hindi ko maintindihan yung sulat ko.
Ay, naku, ibang Bible ito, ibang basa ni bakla.
Hindi naman lahat ng kausap mo matalino. Marami rin bobo sa earth.
Hindi siya yung parang Rich Housewives of Beverly Hills na I heard something that kame-kame.
Ano? Porque pinadalan mo ko ng baso sa bahay, bati na tayo, di ba? Mag-sorry ka muna, di ba?
Pinadalan din ako noon.
O yun na nga.
Meet stylist Rain Dagala, a TV personality, a magazine editor, and a pop culture enthusiast. And meet stylist M. Milan, a girl boss, a beauty junkie, and an LGBT rights advocate. So different, yet so alike in so many ways. Good teamwork doesn't just happen. It's a result of ideas discussed, processed, refined. And that is the magic of this team. Decades worth of clashing views about everything under the sun. Carefully thought of. Think two heads are better than one? Join us and make it even better.
Hi! Hello, hello! Hello, everyone! In character, so welcome back to our vlog. He said, she said, I am Rain Dagala.
And I'm Emilian.
Ayan na naman. So, mahihirapan. And I'm sure by this time, alam nyo na yung template namin. So, itatanong ko na naman yung magic word. O, kamusta, te? Na parang kunwari, bagong-bago at groundbreaking siya na bagay sa isang vlog. Thank you for watching and subscribing. And please continue doing so. Ngayon pa lang, intro ka na agad. Subscribe to our Viber community.
Yes, join our Viber community.
We'll give giveaways and gifts doon sa Viber community namin after we reach a certain number. So, padamihin na yan para makapagbigay na. Kasi ready na ang mga gift packs. Saying sorry. Yun ang topic natin today. Bakit ba mahirap kasi?
Or bakit madali?
Or mahirap or bakit madali? We'll talk about it. Because some people find it easy to say, some people find it hard to say, some people overly say it, some people don't say it at all. Excited ako dyan. Oo. So I hope you are too. So let's do this. Let's talk.
He said, she said. Rain and Em provide their views on any given topic and let them react to each other's. Then, as with any Team RainxEm exercise, they may agree or disagree, but together they create a unified response. Join in on the conversation. Let's talk.
Okay, so ayun. Saying sorry or apologizing ang topic. Personally, I have no issues with saying sorry. In fact, I think sometimes I say it too often na it loses its meaning. Yung kunyari pag nasasagi ko, I'm sorry. Di ba yung parang as kids, yun yung dapat laging tinuturo. So, nakasanayan ko siyang always saying I'm sorry. I also think it's a very cultural thing. Some cultures say it far too often. I think there are cultures na even in the corporate setting, yung mga boss, before they reprimand their team, lagi pang they start with like apologizing before the reprimand. So some say it too often.
Meron ako mga nabasang research na kapag nagsusorry ka sa employee before breaking bad news, rather than feeling good, mas lalo silang nafe-feel bad.
I think it's a cultural thing. If it's part of your culture, parang nagka-cancel out.
Okay.
So if it's like a cross-cultural environment, dun siya magkakaroon ng iba-ibang effect. Although, of course, it builds your corporate credibility, diba? If it's brought about by cultural upbringing, that's something na kailangan ma-contextualize din ng receiving party.
Okay, sige.
But also in some cultures, meron din silang issue na hindi sinasabi at all. Why ba? And I think it's because when you apologize, it creates that premise na you're guilty of something or that it's your fault. Something is wrong. So there is a part there that, you know, needs humility and honesty na tatanggapin mo na nagkamali ka. That's why you're apologizing for something. In the Philippine context, I think hindi ganun kadalas ang saying sorry. In fact, ako, I don't think yung term na Tagalog na, uy, pasensya na, has the same meaning with I apologize or I'm sorry, or baka ako lang yun. Parang hindi lang siya the same weight for me. Although
more than
i-contextualize
that,
ko lang
I think-
naman
Oo,
yun
bakit?
ako.
Oh.
I think it's also when you say iniibig kita versus I love you or minamahal kita.
Sige, tuloy mo yung bakla.
It's really very different.
Okay.
So parang some people would say it in a local language dahil mas may meaning or pwedeng mas walang meaning. But they're not automatically necessarily the same impact
Impact.
to everyone.
Oo. Impact, and ibig sabihin, di ba? Hindi
Oo.
porque dumating ka ng late, sinabi mo, pasensya na, in your mind, hindi siya dapat mag-equate na ang sinabi mo, ang ibig mo sabihin nun, sorry.
Oo, yung parang kunyari pag nag-late, uy, pasensya na traffic ako eh.
Oo.
To others, ano ba yan, na-late na nga, hindi pa nag-sorry.
Oo.
Pero in
dapat
your head,
ibagsak mo siya.
oo. So parang, I don't know if it's a translation issue or it's a sensitivity issue or I don't know. Tapusin natin.
Oo.
In the Philippines, with saying sorry is because we are non-confrontational as a culture, I think. And that we avoid talking about shit. And that includes owning up to any mistake and apologizing for it.
Naku, pag narinig ko talaga yung hindi ako makapag-sorry kasi hindi ako confrontational, bad trip ako talaga mga bakla.
Although I think before this kasi si Keme, but he noticed that it's a very East Asian thing.
My gosh, grabe naman yung opinion mo ngayon. Bakla, parang nag-world tour ka.
Hindi kasi, di ba?
Isa-isa mo yung mga kultura, iba-iba ba?
Hindi.
Hanggang
Kasi,
World of Fun muna tayo, Day. O kaya Scuba World.
Eh,
ganun
kami na
muna.
world.
Oo, ganun muna. Grabe naman, inikot mo yung mundo, Day.
hindi parang si cause he's white, he's British.
Oh.
Napansin din niya na it's, you Filipinos really, you don't say, you don't say sorry that much and you're non-confrontational. Tapos sabi ko, yeah, I notice it's because it's our culture that we avoid conflict. And then he goes na, actually, I notice it with Asian cultures that we're timid, we hate conflict, we avoid conflict. Hindi siya yung parang rich housewives of Beverly Hills na, I heard something that kame.
Oo.
What are you talking about?
Feeling ko yan kasi yung problema, yan yung nakikita nila. Na yung confrontation, war lang. Ewan ko, kasi sa akin talaga yung confrontation, hindi talaga siya automatic war lang. Sabi nga nila, the fastest way to a destination is through a straight line. So,
I think kasi there are instances na when you avoid the conflict,
Mas
it
lalong
disappears altogether.
or mas lalong humahaba.
Meron din ganon,
Oo.
or mas lumalala.
Oo.
Eh, yun na lang yung hino-hope mo.
O sige, hintayin mo yung chika ko.
So in one part, I was saying earlier that in some instances, it just has lost its meaning entirely with saying it too often na everything you say or every uncomfortable situation just starts with saying I'm sorry. So I think there has to be a balance
Yeah.
for you to
Okay.
actually mean what you say. And this goes not just with apologizing. This just goes to say, lahat na lang yung, I love you, di ba? Parang kahit hindi mo naman talaga kilala o hindi mo naman talaga love you, say, oh, I love you, di ba? Instead of that, I think we just really have to mean what we say and give value to the words that come out of our mouths. Whether we say it often or we say it rare, I think we have to mean it. And we have to get past that hurdle of confronting someone and admitting to a fault to actually say the words, I'm sorry.
Maganda yon.
Hindi ko alam kung anong point hearing.
Maganda yung chika mo na yon. I-hold muna natin yung
Tapos
in the
na ako.
air. Oh, tapos ka na.
Oh.
Ako na. Okay. So our topic for today is bakit mahirap magsabi ng sorry? Yung word na yan, hindi ako nahihirapang ibagsak. Kilala ko na yung sarili ko and gumawa na ako ng rules about it. malakas kasi ako mambuisit. Alam mo yun, ma-punchline ako, mahirit ako, ganyan. Kung malakas kang mambuisit, dapat malakas din yung tolerance mo kung madali ka bang ma-offend or not. So parang sa akin, sobrang mahaba yung patience ko. So parang, and that process, that exercise, gave me parang a good cue kung kailan ko sasabihin dapat yung word na I'm sorry. So much that it has been a part of my core value as a person and to work with people who values accountability. Because meron time talaga na dapat binibigay mo yun. So ang question is, so answering the question again, bakit ba mahirap magsabi ng sorry? So nilist down ko siya sa aking pink notebook at nilagay ko dito na yung iba kasi natatakot sa rejection, natatakot silang mapahiya. Pwede ring nahihiya silang sabihin yun. Or minsan feeling natin, bakit ba ako magsusorry? Wala namang magbabago. Yun na yun nangyari na. Yung iba naman, self-righteousness na, ako na ngayon nasaktan, ako pa yung magbibigay ng sorry, di ba? Or meron din feeling minsan yung mga tao na, ay, loser ako kapag ako yung naunang mag-sorry. O yung iba naman, denial, kailangan ba talagang mag-sorry? I understand because it is the fear of the unknown. Hindi mo alam talaga how exactly magre-respond yung tao na may kasalanan ka. So yun for me yung parang reasons, more or less, kung bakit nahihirapan mag-sorry ang tao kapag meron silang kasalanan. And parang I think we should change that habit. Because parang accountability should be ingrained in our system. Yun naman talaga ang tama at mali. Basic naman yan, di ba? Now, when you do something wrong, you apologize. Or when you hurt someone, you apologize. There should be an acceptance on your end and you should feel accountable for every wrongdoing na gagawin mo. Nag-align tayo doon ng very light kasi yun yung sinabi mo na yung humility, acceptance, di ba? Oo.
Kasi humility to accept that
you
you're
are
accountable.
wrong.
Oo. For the wrongdoing.
Yeah. So ako, ang advice ko dyan para sa mga nahihirapan is overcome that fear, overcome that pride, whatever you wanna call it. Di ba sabi sa Bible?
Ay, Bible din.
Babasahin ko yun. When pride comes, then comes disgrace. But with humility comes... Hindi ko maintindihan yung sulat ko.
Ay, ako ibang Bible, si Barbasa ni Bakla.
Hindi ko naintindihan yung sulat ko, pero ako naman yung nag-Bible ngayon. Imagine also the possibilities kapag naibagsak mo yon, you are unloading yourself from pride, from fear, and it gives you a lighter feeling. So I guess, ang sinasabi ko is, girl, mag-sorry ka pag ikaw yung may kasalanan or kung hindi man. Ayun, pinaalala ng videographer namin yung verse. When pride comes, then comes disgrace. But with humility comes wisdom. Yun ang chika sa Bible, Day.
Kasi, okay, hindi. I'm going into the discussion already. Kasi you were saying, ibagsak mo na, itanggalin mo na sa sistema mo, nagkamali ka. Feeling ko that's a first step. Diba? In acknowledging and accountability.
Hintayin mo yung kasi hindi mo sinusunod yung process natin. Meron siyang, alam ko kung saan ka papunta, masasagot ko yung bakla. Isipin mo, parang, what it will give you as a person, what it will give the other person, if you drop it down. Simple lang naman yung word na yan. So for you to do it, I suggest, huwag ka na mag-isip ng something grand. Just be direct, be concise. And the other side naman of the fence, may issue rin ako sa mga tao naman na konting kibot, sorry ng sorry. Yung parang it gives me an impression that you are unsure of what you are saying. Yung pag sobrang sorry ka ng sorry, kahit ng ganyan, di ba? Yung pag kailangan mo siyang gawin, when you feel that it is needed, you say it and you do not have to apologize for it. 'Di ba? Yung wag mo rin siyang gasgasin. Kasi pag ginasgas mo na siya, when the time comes na kailangan mo na siyang gamitin, edi wala na siyang value. Ayaw naman natin yun, 'di ba? When you apologize, parang it is a combination of words plus deeds and actions.
Yan ata, diyan ka
Yung
papunta.
pag-sorry ka, you don't immediately expect forgiveness because it is a process. Pero you plant the seeds. Magsabi ka na, and then you let your actions prove it. Or at the same time, kung after saying sorry, napalaya mo na yung sarili mo and meron ka nang na-assess sa pagkatao mo na, halimbawa, o ako, I don't wanna nurture myself with this person, pero hindi na ako galit sa kanya. Ang gandang jump off point nun, for you to move on, kasi at least it's a close issue or a close book or a chapter, di ba? And nothing parang beats the feeling of you accomplishing something. Alam mo yon, yung parang nasarado mo yung page na yon ng life mo. So yun lang yung gusto kong sabihin. Pero wag mo rin siyang gamitin ng madalas na so much wala na siyang value. And always remember that your mistakes transform you to the person you are today. So it is needed for growth. And kailangan mo yan, di ba? To learn. Doon natin nakukuha ang moral of the story. So ano na girl, mahiya ka pa ba mag-sorry? Mag-sorry ka na.
So, tugma tayo dun sa part na you have to mean it, di ba? Ang gusto ko lang din i-flesh out natin is yung when you say sorry for yourself. I hurt your feelings, but I will say sorry para ma-let go ko na siya for me.
Oo.
Pero ang gusto kong ma-capture din is the honesty that I hurt your feelings and the empathy that I want to make it right. Kasi dito, para siyang sasabihin ko na yung sorry para tapos na ako sa akin. Sarado na yung book sa akin, I did my part, bahala ka na. When in fact...
Hindi, parang yun yung sinabi ko na kailangan may actions din siya na kasama yung iba. Kaya hindi nakaka-move on dahil parang medyo related yun doon sa sinabi mo na yung misinterpretation, yung pag nasabi na yung pasensya na, yung kasi ganito yun, parang feeling nila nag-sorry na sila. When in fact, hindi pa pala. So yun sa akin, say it. Kasi until you say it, everything is just an assumption.
Pero yun nga, so you do it not to palaya yourself. You do it for dun sa nagkasala ka to.
Oo, sa akin kasi coupled yun, yung parang ano kasi sa akin eh. Ang tingin ko sa sorry, milestone. It takes kasi bravery and courage to say it. So parang sa akin, when I hear it, sorry. Okay, sige. I-try natin to. Yung parang sa akin, alignment yun na, o sige, we'll make this work again.
Okay.
Starting point siya na, o ilaban natin to uli ayos na tayo, nagkaintindihan na tayo. Okay, maliwanag. Kasi, yun nga, minsan, hindi naman kasi lahat ng kausap mo, kilala mo na, or hindi naman lahat ng kausap mo, matalino. Marami rin bobo sa earth.
Marami.
Diba? Marami. In fact, I can name 10 immediately, diba? And parang mahilig mag-assume. And that is something we don't tolerate also. Na yung assuming assumption. So when you mean it, say it. Kasi for me, it's a milestone na, kapit kamay tayo uli, ganon. Or, halimbawa, sorry, nagkamali ako, sorry rin, ganyan. Okay, do you feel lighter? So, it's up to you as a thinking and as a thinking adult to decide how you wanna move forward. Pero at least, napalaya nyo na yung isa't isa doon sa nararamdaman
I think yun yung hinahanap ko din na it's always two-way.
Two-way, oo.
The apology is not because you want to feel better about yourself, but it's because of your intent to make it right. To make amends.
Oo, to make amends. And to change if
To
you
correct.
need to correct,
To
moving
change, to correct,
forward.
to make it right. Ganun dapat siya. Na parang if you don't mean it, then just don't say it. At least doon tayo agree-agree.
Di ba kaya nga madalas nauuso yung line na, sorry lang naman yung hinihintay ko okay naman na. Di ba? Hindi naman ako galit. Taon na rin naman yung lumipas, di ba?
Ang dami.
At marami rin namang taon na, meron din mga tao na may kasalanan sa akin, porque pinadalan mo ko ng braso sa bahay, bati na tayo, di ba? Mag-sorry ka muna, di ba?
Pinadala din ako noon.
O yun na nga, pero hindi naman ako galit sa kanya. Pero parang, yun na ba yung sorry, di ba? Yung you say it, di ba? Because, Yung para sa akin, alam ko na, okay, naintindihan mo na kung bakit tayo nagkagulo. Ako rin naintindihan ko na kung bakit. Actually, hindi na ako galit. Lumambot naman yung heart ko, pero hindi ko pa rin narinig yung sorry.
Okay.
Kasi
okay.
ibig sabihin,
Because you were, okay.
open pa rin siya for interpretation. It can be a
You
sorry.
wanted that clarity of what it meant.
Yeah, because you cannot assume. It's hard to assume.
Totoo
Sa akin,
din,
mali
totoo
kasi
din.
ang assumptions eh, di ba?
Ang dami niyang hugot.
Oo, tapos iba-iba yung behavior ng mga tao. So, kailangan sabihin yun talaga. Mag-sorry ka, di ba?
Ito na ba yon?
Ay, in fairness, yung tao na yun, meron siyang mga naging bongga na role sa mga recent events. Nakatanggap siya ng text sa akin, ha?
Ah, totoo? Ay, hindi mo sinabi sa akin yan.
Tinext ko siya. Sinabi ko,
Nag-reply siya?
oh, sabi niya na natuwa naman daw siya na nag-text ako
I-message.
sa kanya. Ang reply ko lang sa kanya, syempre naman, because you give credit where credit is due.
Sumagot pa siya?
Hindi na. Pero at least, feeling ko, gumaang yun sa loob niya na, ako rin, parang, I mean it eh. Kasi di ba parang, yun nga, hindi naman ako galit. Hindi ko pa lang talaga naririnig yung sorry. And for me, sorry is a confirmation na, okay,
Acknowledgement.
Acknowledgement. Kasi wala naman tayo narinig na sorry before, puro excuses eh. So in my mind, doon tayo natapos. So kung niliwanag mo na, sorry, ganito, at willing na ako, nag-open na ako na, o ganyan, walang problema. Everybody happy. Okay, so ang haba talaga ng chika natin tungkol sa sorry na to. Kasi parang,
Hugot-hugot siya.
hugot-hugot, at saka parang, it just shows, I think, that it is ingrained in our values to be accountable. Kasi ikaw naman nagsusorry ka, di ba? And how important it is.
Actually, I think ako din, and I would be guilty of it. I think I have my ways.
Pero, yun nga, hindi lahat pare-pareha.
Yeah. But the universal language of expressing accountability and responsibility is, I'm sorry.
Yes, di ba? Dahil saan, ano ang bumper sticker natin? Ito na naman. Say what you mean.
And mean what you say.
So did we capture it well? I hope we did. Do you agree with it or not? Or did we miss something out? Please say it in the comment section below. And while you're at it, please like, subscribe, and share.
And join
follow
our
us,
Viber group.
community, the Team RainxEm Viber community. Again, let's discuss.
Yes.
Diba? We wrap it up. And again, this is Rain the Gala.
And this is Emilian.
See you again. Bye.
Do you agree with this week's bumper sticker? Share why or why not in the comments below. And while we're at it, hit the like button, share, and subscribe. Also follow us on our social media accounts.